Hello folks, this is AP the Weird One, and today I'm just going to do a short review of the first volume of Void Rivals produced by Hasbro and Robert Kirkman series. So, I had heard about a month ago back that Transformers was kind of getting new life in forms of Void Rivals and the subsequent series surrounding it. And I was interested. In my own personal experience with Transformers, I started with Beast Wars, and I watched the majority of the series. Beast Machines, Robots in Disguise, Animated, Armada, Energon, and Cybertronian I didn't check out, and then Michael Bay movies after the fourth one it was with the fourth one I just lost interest in the series. So hearing that Transformers was kind of back and doing really well, I was excited. And I decided to pick up the first volume. From the perspective I'm going through, it's as if, I have primarily I'm a big manga collector, so I'm not so much familiar with the comic book area. The only other comic book I do have, a couple other ones, is Snot Girls, and this one by the Red Team. So, those are my only experiences, and I do like Snot Girls, although it's only 3 volumes. Anyway, is this worth picking up? If you go to a bookstore or online, and I think the answer, in my opinion, is. I do think $16.99 is a little bit pricey considering for manga. There's a lot more bang for your buck. Something like Chain Soldier is 198 pages, and then something like The Masterful Cat is 180, as opposed to comic book stores about 130. It's not too much of a big price, but I would say 14 maybe. Not too much price, but you should try to keep in line with something like that series, what they're kind of retailing. I guess actually 16 is not too bad. 17, 16 is not too bad, but I just think it could be about a couple of bucks cheaper, but that's my personal opinion. So what is basically the story about is, for about the first half of the comic, it is dealing with Derek and Solia trying to get off a planet, and that's where they run into one of the Transformers, Jetfire. And even though I'm not familiar with the old, never watched the old Transformers, I do know who this character is. I've seen toys of it. So that's that first half. And they also run into the Quintillions, which probably will be making a bigger appearance later on in the story. And the second half is when they get back to their home planet, they have to kind of deal with the political troubles that have been plaguing, but now that they've kind of been spotted together. And it's more so, the main journey is on Solius side of the Solius planet, as opposed to Dark. I think the story is very simple, and for a young teen, that's okay, but I would have liked a little more to go off of than just the Transformer references. I think that's the main hook to it, is seeing how the rest of the multiverse plays into it. I do appreciate at the back of the book that they do mention when the other the other first volumes are going to be available. So Transformers is coming out in May, and then Cobra Commander and G.I. Joe Duke are coming out in June, and relatively back to back, at least according to Amazon. I do like the character designs, except for when they show their human faces. I can find where they are. This is kind of the look. This may be because of the aliens, but I do think the humanoid experiences are a bit ugly, or as opposed to something like the Transformers or the Quintillions, and in their own suits, it looks a lot better. So that's probably my I'd say the story is my biggest criticism, and that's kind of like the next point. But it's all really beautiful, and even though it's 130 pages, it still feels like a worth read. It still feels pretty hefty. I think that is all I want to say about it. I mean, I'm enjoying it, and I have the other multiverse stuff pre-ordered. So, maybe today or over the weekend, go to Amazon or go to your local bookshop and pick these up. In terms of Void Rivals, I did see on the official websites that Chapter 7 is being published on March 6th. Physically, I probably will not get it. Maybe digitally, I might check it out digitally. But I kind of want to grasp it all in one experience. I mean, I like it, but I don't like it enough that I necessarily want to purchase the individual chapters, unless you're into that thing. But that's personally me. So hopefully you guys have a wonderful day, and see you next time when I review the Transformer side of things.